What's up, YouTube? This is TheKeeko25 here on MegaCapitalG's channel. Bro, big shout out to you. Thank you so much for letting me do this on your channel. I really appreciate it. Guys, I wanted to tell you a little bit about my channel, but I'm actually going to do that at the end of the video. I'm going to do kind of a segment that I would normally do on my channel, and it would be called Keeko Time. And essentially, I'm going to give you guys a topic, and we're just really going to discuss it, honestly. It's not going to be that difficult or that much more than that. The topic is this. I've been going to a lot of YCSs, a lot of tournaments, regionals. I was at nationals this year, and I've heard a common theme when I hear players talk about the meta. A lot of people like when there are multiple decks in the top tier of the meta, like over the last few months. What cards could we say were, or what decks could we say were up at the top that had a chance to compete for a championship for a YCS or a regional top or anything? You could have said Rescue Rabbit, Wind-Ups, Dark Worlds, Chaos Dragons. Some would even say Six Samurais and even Gravekeepers, Heroes, and Inzectors. Now that's a lot of decks that have potential, and there are many more that even had potential to win. And, you know, that's fantastic for a lot of people. Now, why the pro players, or the people who consistently top and the people who have been in this game for a while, let me tell you guys the reason why they don't like the amount of diversity in the game. They feel like it reduces the skill that's involved in the game, because let's say that you as a Chaos Dragon player sit down and you play the random TG anti-meta type deck that we haven't seen since the fact that Striker got hit to 1. We haven't seen as many of them. They're maining 3 skill drains along that hurt Chaos Dragons extremely badly. So the luck there was that your opponent got kind of lucky because their deck happens to be main decking cards that are extremely powerful against your deck. Now, what also comes down to luck is the side decking. Do you have 2 cards dedicated to this deck? Do you have 3 cards that work? Or do you have up to maybe 5 to 10 cards that work against that deck? Who knows? So it's really dependent upon the side deck. If you talk to a lot of the people who played back in the GOAT control type formats and Teledad, they'll tell you that that was the most skilled time in Yu-Gi-Oh! Everybody was playing Teledad, and if you sat down at a major event, you knew that 99% of the time you were going to play against Teledad. All of your cards in your side deck were dedicated to be able to take down Teledad. And so game 1, it was skill versus skill. Game 2, you sided in, and it was your skill versus skill. So that's why a lot of the bigger players, the players that top consistently, that's why a lot of them don't really like the game so much right now, because there are so many different decks that are good and have a chance to win. But why do people not like for there to only be one type of deck? Well, the problem back in Teledad format was Secret Dark Arm Dragons were the only way you could get Dark Arm, and you ran 3 of them, and they were $300 a piece. So you had $1,000 invested into your deck with only 3 cards. That's ridiculous, guys. So a lot of the budget players and a lot of the people who don't like to spend a lot of money on this game, they don't like when there's one top tier deck, because all of the cards are expensive most of the time, and a lot of the time they're high rarities, and they use staples such as tour guides, other big cards like that. And now we have an extra deck that we have to pay for too. Now you've paid for your extra deck and your main deck, and you've already spent thousands of dollars, and now you still don't even have a side deck. That's why a lot of the budget players do not like that. They feel like it is unfair, and it comes down to the players that have money. Well, guys, let me tell you what this game is. This game is all about money and skill. Money is going to buy you anything in any random part of life. In Pokemon, yeah, cards are cheaper, but I guarantee you there are people that still can't afford the top tier decks in Pokemon and in Magic. Can more people afford them? Yes. But it's our fault that we make cards so expensive, because Konami doesn't sell single cards. Now, yes, they make rarities higher so that the cards are more desirable and they will sell more boxes. But they have sold plenty of secret rares, ultimate rares, super rares, ultra rares in the past that haven't been worth anything on the secondary market. They have no control over the secondary market. We do. We're the ones that value tour guides at $200 a pop, and then just because there's a reprint announced 6 months from now, we drop them down to $60 a pop for a week, and then they go back up to $150 because everybody realizes, oh, there's 5 events and like 6 months before this reprint comes out. So guys, what I want to know is your opinion on one top tier deck in the meta versus many decks in the meta that have a chance to win. What do you guys think? Do you like that all these decks have the potential and that the decks are a little bit cheaper per deck? Or do you like there being one deck where it takes a lot more, it takes a lot less luck and a lot more skill because you can dedicate more cards in the side deck to the specific deck that you think you're going to face, and it doesn't come down to the luck of matchups as much as it does when there's 8 or 9 different top tier decks in the meta? MegaCapitalG, thank you so much for letting me have this video up here on your channel. Guys, on my channel, I do a lot of rants, deck profiles of myself, local players around here, and pros. I do both. I do a lot of YCS and Nationals coverage. I go to a bunch of the YCSs. I film, I update you guys on Facebook, I update you guys on the standings. I do deck profiles of the winners, second place, third place, top 8, top 32. I try to get all the new, the decks that everybody wants to see the lists for, and I try to get the unique decks that people may not have known about, and they would have no idea how to build the deck if they don't see a good list. I do a lot of product opening as well, case openings and such like that. I have a case of Legendary Collection 3 ordered that'll be coming in here in a few months. And I just really do a lot of fun, informative videos for you guys. I'm starting my new schedule of videos starting next week, so I hope you guys will come check that out. Thumbs up this video. Stay subbed to MegaCapitalG. He does awesome videos. I'm hoping to get my subs up to where he is one day. I've been working really hard on it. And guys, I'm very open to my subscribers. I like to talk to you guys, play you guys on DN, have you guys friend me on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. I do a lot of things on there where I interact with you guys, and I take a lot of you guys' ideas and turn them into videos. That's actually where this video came from, was from a subscriber who didn't like the fact that there were so many decks in the meta. And I said, well, you know, can you afford a top tier deck? Like, could you afford Teledad back in the day? And he said no. And I said, how would you expect to afford something like Inzektor or Rescue Rabbit if it was the only top tier deck in the format? Luckily, we got lucky with Chaos Dragons, and it's super cheap to build that because of 3 starter decks. But Solar Recharges are up to like 15 bucks a piece now for supers. That's ridiculous. Anyway, guys, thank you for listening to me ramble on. I hope this was a good topic for you guys. Thumbs up the video. Come over and see me on my channel and subscribe if you guys like what you see. Thank you again, MegaCapitalG. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.
Make it real, or else forget about it.